Okay, AJT Jungle, we're gonna go ahead and go through our watch list here one more time. But you're asking about UNH, so I'll look at that first. UNH gave a really good move. Um, from earnings. All right, really nice. Even going into earnings, it closed this gap like we were looking for. I mean, it really gave some good trading days. Now we're trying to pull back on it. I just don't know, um, how this is going to trade in terms of the volume. It gets today. I just don't know. I mean, it's traded less than 10,000 shares already. I'm not sure. It may pick up when it opens. It does have a decent window, but I'm not looking to trade it today. My first focus is going to be on Meta. It does report earnings today. You could see the pivots up here. If we take off, there's no short trades, as you can see. There's really, you got the 10, the 9, the 5, the 50 day, all of this up under where it's at. There's a lot of support here. So I'll be looking for it to trade up basically through these two pivots here. So that's what I'm going to be looking for, coming in to the open. Because we had a little gap, we may get a pullback, maybe all the way to the 100 period moving average right here on the 5 before it starts to go back up. But I'm thinking we will get a pullback. If not, you got to be ready either way. But you've got to expect and prepare for everything, because you really don't know what's going to happen till the bell rings. I'm also going to be looking at Tesla. I showed you guys the Tesla trade earlier from last night. You can see we were long early. This is, maybe my cat did it and I wasn't really paying attention because they were sitting on the desk. But I added here once we pulled back, and we held support, and I had my finger on the button that if this opened and it announced earnings and we even peaked, poked our head below red to green, I was gonna kill it and then just wait. But it didn't. It made a big run up. I accidentally added 2/3 versus selling 2/3, but I flipped it because I wanted to take profit right then. But what it did, it messed up my average, so I had to stop out here. Whereas I wouldn't have had to stop out if I didn't mess up my average. But it did kind of pull back and make that run. And as we got over the high, I bought. But we know, based on what we've learned and experienced, that anytime you get a breakout, there's a good chance you're going to get a pullback after that breakout. Because you're going to have, this is a supply zone, and you're going to have people buying or covering. And so, that's what you're going to be dealing with. It held support, just like if it lost support, we'd have to bail out. It held support, was able to take first profit, and I killed the rest right at the close of aftermarket because, I wasn't sure where we were going to go today. So I wanted to make sure I locked in profit. And that was what we did on Tesla. And that's why, I'm keeping an eye on it, see if we can continue. If you look at the option chain, that's what kind of got me going. Let me get this. That's what got me going yesterday in looking at this and having a better more confidence in the fact that we're gonna get a good trade out of this. All right, so look at the option chain here. I'm gonna go ahead and log back into my other account for Elite because I'm sick of ads already. I made a new account so that I could use regular FinViz because some people were saying they were having problems with it, but the only problem I have is this damn ads. All right, so looking at if we go short, we've got 140, 135, 130. Those are the big magnets, that we see. If we go long, I'm looking, you got 147, 150, 160, and 170. Ooh, 175. I mean, they're starting to stack up. So we'll be, definitely paying attention to this. If we go short, I know where the numbers are. If we go long, I know where the numbers are. So Microsoft, you can see we're kind of trapped. Not so much interested in Microsoft today. Nvidia, I like it. We've got a nice window. We had a nice window down to the 100 right here, where if I had to take it off at like 831 or so, then I could do that and still make the trade would still make sense. But if this comes in too far before the market opens, then there's no trade here. I'd have to wait until it goes red on the day, and then we could get short. Just a matter of being patient. I don't like it long unless it takes out the 20-day. So you can see it's got to take out resistance before I could look long at this. Netflix, you can see Netflix, this one, no chance of taking it short unless it takes out the 200 here. Long, I think, is a better opportunity over the pre-market high, but Netflix typically doesn't trade all that well unless it gets some volume, so we'll be watching that. AMD, you guys love AMD, but I think it's trapped today. It's got to get out of that trap, so it's got to go red on the day to go short. If it takes out the 10-day moving average here, you do have room up to the 100 and the 20-day, which is practically right on top of each other. The other stock that reported earnings this morning, or the stock that reported earnings this morning, is BA. And yes, BA can do something, but it's got to take out the 20-day, which is at 177.83. It's got to take out the 20-day. And you might be able to get something. I don't particularly like BA on earnings, but it's a wild card. it's a wild card. It trades really well when it has bad news, but earnings is a wild card. You can get a good move on earnings, or it could just fall on its face. All right. And so at 11:30, remember we're picking up with the what is it? What are we working on? What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, we're doing the price action and technical analysis class today at 11:30. So we're ready to go. We are ready to go. Kind of keeping my eye on Meta and Tesla both at the same time. So hopefully I won't get I messed up. Hopefully I won't get double teamed. I'm hoping I don't get double teamed. That would not be fun. Alright, so kind of keeping it quiet. And remember, some of these stocks may run, but they may be running into resistance or selling off into support. So you got to pay attention to that. Got to pay attention to that. Let's see who's going to be the big winner. Tesla or Meta. Somebody's going to be the big winner. All right, guys, remember, it's not so much the strategy or what you're trading. It's your mental game. It's your mindset. That's what we're working on right now. That's what separates you, or what's going to separate you from the rest of the traders. Okay, so Meta has pulled back. Tesla is trying to push up, but there's no anticipation. We're locked in, we're patient, we're waiting for the trigger. So it's gonna have to take out the 20-day in order for me to buy it. I'm not buying inside the 20-day. I know everybody's anxious, wanting to get a trade off. Just be patient. Let the market set up for you. You know, we didn't trigger an entry yet. So we're patient. We're waiting for the market to come back to us. Okay, everybody, walks around. They think, the market is rigged, and all these people fail because the market is rigged. No, they fail because they failed to develop the winning mindset. If it didn't take a winning mindset, everybody would be a millionaire. Millionaires and successful people have a different mindset. And in order to be successful in trading, you've got to develop that mindset. And that's why we focus so much, on our mindset and making sure that we're strong. We callous our mind. So nothing happening so far on our watch list. No aggressive moves. No aggressive moves just yet. Okay, so what are we doing now? Okay, we've got the pre-market channel. Okay, which we've got the high here. We've got the low here. So we're waiting for it to take out the pre-market channel. Because we're not going to trade inside that. We're not going to trade inside that. Okay, and this is the 10-day right here. So we definitely don't want this. Definitely don't want this. All right, first 5 minutes down. All of our stocks have put in a 5-minute channel. So looking at Meta, again, no shorts on this until we get under here. But I'll look for this to recover and us potentially take a long trade at some point. Just kind of buzzing through our watch list. Not seeing anything. So kind of a quiet start to this morning. Tesla is pulling back. I can't, like I said, these I cannot trade short until we get in the clear. Until we get in the clear. Uh, Microsoft going long, no way. It's running into resistance. All these stocks have work to do. Until they get their job done. I can't help you. What's BA doing? Yep. Look at BA. Got rejected right off of that 20-day moving average. That was a hard reject right there. And again, it doesn't matter what your strategy is, what strategy you're trading. You know, none of that really matters. What matters is your ability to execute it without, fail without hesitation or reservation. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It's a yawning kind of morning, to be honest with you. Keeping my eye open. Still got room to go. This is a 5-minute opening range low. So no trades inside that. And another big thing is just because you don't have any trades or you haven't taken any trades, it doesn't mean you aren't doing your job. No, your job is to wait for the best opportunity and strike. Uh-oh. Let's see what Oscar did. He shorted Tesla on the 1 minute chart. He's like, look, I'm not waiting for Jack. I'm doing 1 minute and that's it. Alright, great job. And see, like I said, it doesn't matter. None of us have to trade alike. None of us have to trade alike. All we have to do is have conviction in our process and execute it consistently across the board. If we don't, then things aren't going to work out for us. I didn't mean to bring up BA. BA is, like I said, BA is not conducive to what we do. All right, so I like Netflix under the 200. If we can close below the 200 on this candle and the next candle confirm it, I'm a player. All right, let's see. You got EMPH. All right, great job on EMPH. Got a little happy taking some profit there, but that's fine. If the price action looked like it was dictating it, so no big deal. No big deal at all. There we go. I couldn't get short. I could not get short. It would not let me short. All right, so great job. And is this the 1 minute chart? I don't see what minute chart this is. Oh, 5 minute, okay. It's a great job. It's about keeping focused, keeping that mental edge. Alright, so the next pivot that we've got is not until 5:49. I should know this by heart. Should know that 5:49 level by heart. As many times as we've been playing around it. And here's a little sneaky pivot in through here. 5:54.37. Nothing wrong with this one. So gotta be patient. Um, what did I always say? When you get a lower day break, a high day break, expect a bounce or a pullback. Expect profit taking. Um, Expect there'll be some people looking to buy, thinking that we're going to get a reversal. You know, all of that you just have to be patient with, be mindful of. So that when you get in and it bounces and it looks like it's going to try to go back, it doesn't spook you out before you give a trade a chance. And that's the key. You got to give a trade a chance. I kind of want to add to this and be in a little bit more, but I'm not. I'm going to wait. Looking for a 564. Looking for 564 on this. It might get hung up at 565. I really don't want it to. I'm looking for 564 first target. And then, 562, 560. Oh, come on now. Don't do me like this. I mean, this is way too short to be bouncing for me to take profit. Way too short. Way too short. Yep, I'm looking at you. If you look at the option flow, it's still kind of iffy. We've got some decent orders at 560. A little bit was at 565, but not enough to stuff this trade there. So we should be able to come through and get 564. All right, come on down, baby. I just need another dip. Another dip. Another dip. There we go. Nice. Just what the doctor ordered. Now, in this case, it won't matter if we have a base hit or not. Ordinarily, my first target would be 562.50, looking for 560. But because the market is the way it is, I'm shortening my profit targets. Remember, we talked about that yesterday. I'm shortening my profit targets. I'm not worried about making a ton of money. Okay, there are going to be times in the market where you're not going to be able to make the money that you really want to make. You're not going to get a home run. And so instead of this target being 560, it's going to be 562 if we get past that level. But we got to put our stop in. Now, I trust myself, but I'm doing this because this is what I want you guys to do. We take profit, your stop goes back to break even. So because of the spread, I'm going to do 566.15 for my stop. Because we've got a spread, and whenever the spread gets wide, we're running into support if we're going down, or we're running into resistance if it's going up. So we always sit up and take notice when the spread gets wider than what is, the average of what it's doing. All right, looking at Nvidia, for me, I've got to wait because this window was gobbled up. I've got to wait to go short. I've got to wait for it to take out red to green. And then we can work it short. See, 562. We're working on it. I think we're going to get it. I'm watching the ask side. I think we're going to get it. The ask bounced back up immediately once it hit 562.20. That's not a good sign. Let's see if we can pull it down again. I'm watching. Got it. We got it. I love it when it fills in between orders like that. Most of the time the ask has to get there. But as long as it gets close, sometimes you can get fill. All the market's trying to do, all your broker's trying to do is find, or your platform is trying to do is find a trade on the opposite side of your trade. Oh, there's Nvidia. There's Meta. And I missed Meta. No, I didn't. Meta hasn't taken out. Even it had four. I probably would have traded this because we have $4 all the way down to not Tesla. What am I looking? No. Nvidia. See, I don't like the way it's not losing red to green. Look at the wick. What's the candlestick telling us? You know, we're reading the candlestick as it's forming. You know, what is it telling us? What is that candlestick telling us? That's happening right now. Man, there's a ton of there's a ton of support in through here. We dipped through red to green, and look how aggressively it got bought up. That's telling you something. What's up, big girl? Hmm? Look at that recover. Look at that recovery. Sad, sad, sad sack. Yep. Oh, looks like we are getting Nvidia. You mean a bounce? Yeah, I mean, it can bounce right back up to the 200. Oh man, I did not mean to do that. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean to add there. I was getting ready to try to put in my stop. I did not mean to add there. I promise you. Dumas, man, Dumas. Instead of putting stop, I put smart. Smacked. A smart. SMRTL. Like a dummy. And that was not right. So now my stop has to be 564. Kind of messes up my process a little bit, but that's all right. So we'll see if we get 560 with this pullback. So the key is when you make a mistake, guys, don't panic. Yeah, you can still lose on it, but don't panic. Hey, sweetie. I see you, big boy. Look just like your mama. Looking just like your mama. Hold on, fat boy. There's not enough room for both of y'all. Okay? Not enough room for both of y'all on my lap. See, we got rejected under 562 again. Should be able to get 560. Let me see if the LRC is holding the works up. Absolutely. The LRC is holding the works up. 561.09. That is the problem. There's some buyers sitting out at the LRC. I don't know if they're covering or if they're actually buyers. But that's what's stopping it right there. Why do you like stepping on that and watching the rate go? Stop. You got to step on it again to start it back. You got to step on it again. He don't have no sense, girl. He don't have no sense. Alright, so we're not going to get back through the LRC. So no harm, no foul. We get stopped out. No harm, no foul. Did you grab the NVIDIA bounce? Alberto, that you were asking about? I hope you grabbed it. I hope you grabbed it. Oh, nice. You got Tesla on the break. Excellent. Excellent. Y'all let it lose me. I can't get in now. It's got to pull back some. To like 166 or something. I'm not chasing it up here. But great job on that. Hopefully Alberto got the trade he was looking at. That was a great job. There's no trade on Netflix again unless it gets under the LRC. Once it gets under the LRC, then we may have another trade. And that's another thing, guys. If if you've been sitting around waiting and waiting and waiting, and you accidentally miss an entry on Tesla, don't chase it. Look, you gotta have in your rules of engagement something that prevents you from chasing these stocks. Now, yeah, you might jump in it and chase it one day, and it turns out to be a big winner. That's the worst thing that can happen to you, because from here on out, you will be chasing stocks. And most of those chases are going to end in heartbreak. I still think we can get to this daily pivot right here. It's 554.37. Still think we can get to that pivot. Let me clean this up. Still think we can get to that pivot right there today, which is sitting, just above the 100-day. All right, so now it's just a matter of being patient and waiting for the next setup. So congrats to you guys who caught Tesla. Tesla's pulling back a little bit now. Oops, that's the wrong stock. Tesla's pulling back a little bit now. I'll be able to get it. Second entry. But this is not uncommon. You had a high day break over a major moving average. You're going to get some pullback. You're going to get some pullback. Would love to get that next leg down on Netflix. Here's my final target right here for the day. This is my final target for the day right here. Now again, if you're not comfortable with price action, we will get you there. Price action and technical analysis is the key to day trading success. In terms of operation. Now, none of that means a damn thing if your mind ain't right. If you got that weak mind of, trying to, if you've got that weak mind where you're trying to not lose all the time versus, trying to win, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, I'm watching Netflix. I'm watching it. There we go. I was not gonna catch it. Man, it dropped too fast on me. Dadgummit. It dropped a little bit too fast on me. Mm, mm, mm. 557 is going to be my first target. Unless it bounces and I can add some to it. I'm just going to go with that. Okay, this is my plan, guys. This is my plan. 557. Now, if it gets hung up at 557.50 or even just under 558, I'll take profit. Okay, I will lock in profit. I'm not worried about that. The name of the game is to lock in profit when the market is giving it to you. And if it's telling me, look stupid, take profit here or I'm going to eat you alive, I'm going to take profit. So it's all about being able to listen to what the market is telling you. Not only listening to it, but trusting it. Gotta trust it. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay, dog, I'm coming. I'm coming. I know you're ready to go out. All right, dog, give me a couple of minutes because I'm looking to potentially add to this. Looking to potentially add. There you go. That's the thumbnail I want. That's the thumbnails I want. Oh man, I don't want to go right now because I want to. Give me one more minute, dog. One more minute. And if you crap, you can forget about it. Forget about it. I'm coming after you. Dadgummit. Dadgummit, dadgummit, dadgummit. I'm going to have to wait for a bigger pullback. Okay, give me a second. Alright, so now we have added, this is going to go to 300. See what we got. Alright, dogs, I'm coming. I'm coming. you for knocking the water over again. I don't know what is wrong with you cats, but I'm really sick of it. You chew up and you destroy the water fountain that I bought you. And now you keep turning your water dish over. I don't know what your message to me is, but my message to you is y'all are just gonna stay thirsty. Y'all are just gonna stay thirsty. Just get used to staying thirsty and getting water when I give it to you. Alright, so this is the bottom of the channel that we're looking to exploit right here. The 9 is still coming in. Once it crosses the linear regression channel, I'll breathe a little bit easier. Once it crosses this LRC, and let me see if this thing has readjusted yet. Sometimes it doesn't readjust in time and I get the wrong data. You know, this is fluid. This adjusts with price action. So this is 561.02 now. Let me finish cleaning up my cat's water ordeal. Not only is your food expensive, but the paper towels that I have to use to clean up the water spills every day is expensive. So guess what? You're gonna get cheap food from now on. If y'all can't keep the water in your dish. Either keep the water in your dish or you get cheap food. You get no name brand food. All right, Netflix, what are we gonna do? See, we know there's support there. We saw it. We know there's support there. So we got to see, is it going to keep working through it? Again, what I like the 9. Look at that aggressive sell, downward move that the 9 is on. But like I said, I want to see it cross the LRC, and I will breathe a lot easier. As long as it's above the LRC, I don't have any backup. I keep seeing this, but it's not happening. Come on, Netflix. Come on down. Come on down. I know you can give me 557. I know you can get into 557.50s. Here we go. Here we go. Or I thought here we went. Watching the ask. At the bid, look, we're stalled out. We are stalled out. But we're not at a place where I can take profit. I need it to drop. Damn. We stalled out at 558.32 on the ask. That just wasn't, it was not enough. Damn. Not enough. Maybe it'll come back. You know, maybe it'll come back and oh man, my opportunity got squashed. Here we go. We need to get under 558. We need to get under 558. You know what? I'm going to shorten this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That can't be the bottom. 558 cannot be the bottom. It cannot be the bottom. It cannot be the bottom. We got a long ways to go in a short time to get there. Long way to go in a short time to get there. Just show me a flush through 558. Just a flush through 558. It's not happening. Look at this fucked up ass trade. Excuse my language. I should have taken it down there. The price action was telling me you know, it stalled out at 558.30s. The price action told me that's where we were bouncing. I don't mind waiting for it to come back through again. I don't mind waiting for it to come back through again. And giving us another test. Just need to give it some time. Just give it some time. And be patient. And give it some time. Alright guys, I'm going to share with you guys the folders. The video folders. So anytime you want to go, you don't need the individual video link. You can go to the file folder, the link to the file folder, and the one you're looking for should be in there. So it should make it easier for you to find. These are not posted on the website. These are specifically for active members. You know, it won't do inactive members a damn bit of good to be dealing with this. And when we get going again on the first 90 days of trading, you know, I'll have that folder done too. And then for all the other courses that we're going to be going through throughout this week, throughout this trading year, each one will have a folder, and you should be able to get to it pretty seamlessly. zip, 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 zip. What's up, Twig?
Hey, buddy, you making that money today?
I'm watching people make money.
Well, I guess that's the next best thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you going over today?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'll let you know by 12:30 or so.
Okay, yeah, and no pressure. I mean, I just
Okay.
Dave Bridwell comes over, on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And he's so fun, and I'm gonna head over there anyways. But
Okay.
yeah, if you decide you want to go, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll let you know by 12:30 what I'll be able to do.
Okay, well listen, no
Okay.
pressure now.
All right.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Do. All right, here we are. We're coming back again. If we get down there and get stuck again, I'm taking profit. All right, bottom line. If we get down there and get stuck again, I'm taking profit. Now I'm watching that the ask. I'm watching the ask. The bid is kind of sticking to 558. And not going below 558 anymore. Come on, we get down to 558.25. You know what? I'm gonna put it there. So, price action is what dictated me to make that change. And it might keep going. I don't care. Yep, it is down to 557.50. I don't care. Price action dictated to me, look, we might not be doing this, so you need to take profit. We might be getting stuck here. So that's exactly what I did. And I don't regret it. I didn't do it because I was scared. I did it because the market was telling me. You guys saw exactly what it did the last time. And then this time when it kind of stalled out, you don't know what it's going to do. But if it holds, it stalls out and it starts to build back, I'm going to take profit. And then what happens after that happens after that. So 555 is my next target. I think no. Wait a minute. What is? I can't see this. Yeah, 555. That's my next target. All right, you see what it did? Even though it dropped down to like 550, 750 ish, you see it did not follow through. We just got the dip down there, and that was probably good enough to get some profit, but then that was that. All right, so we're just kind of waiting. See how the 9 is starting to flatten out? The 9 did cross the LRC, but it's starting to flatten out now. Means we're dealing with less selling pressure. That's what this is telling me. This calculates the previous 9 bars, which means in these last 9 bars, the selling pressure is starting to slow down. This hasn't caught up yet because this is factoring the last 20 bars, or 20 candles, I'm sorry. The last 20 candles. This factors the last 50 candles. So that's why you're going to see the 9 tend to start reacting earlier than the rest of these. Yeah. But this is about the time the market starts to slow down. Okay, it starts to slow down. Oh, come on. So we got about 6 more minutes before I go to lunch and prepare for our price action session today. What we're going to do is look at some of the we're going to look at some of the key candlestick patterns. As you know, I don't typically call out patterns because I just read the price action. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading the price action, and I'm not calling out, oh, there's a hanging man, or there's a bullish engulfing candle. But I'm teaching that and everything so that if it helps you to identify what's going on real time, then you'll be able to see what's developing. What now, if you're waiting for everything to develop, you're probably going to be too late. So the goal is to learn what these things look like and then identify them as they're forming on the candlestick chart. That's the goal. That's the idea of this whole thing. Excuse me. I hope that makes sense. But I'm giving you kind of a study guide. But what I don't want you to do is to spend time trying to wait for these things to materialize. Because at that point, we're in bad shape. You're behind the 8 ball. I got cash right here. Let's see. Come on. So we're below again. We gotta lose it. We're below it again. We just gotta lose it now. Come on, baby, come on. Fall, 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 fall. I tell you what, all of you guys, what I need you guys to do for me, what I want you guys to do, on the count of 3, everybody go back and flush their toilet. Maybe that'll work. What do you think? Oh, you think I'm just crazy? I use the 9, the 20, the 50, the 100, EMA, and the 200 SMA on the 5-minute chart. Uh-oh. Yeah, Miguel, you better flush that down pretty quick. you need to go ahead and flush that. Alright, so if we get stuck at 556, I'm not gonna wait for 555. I am going to take profit. I'm letting the price action dictate. I've got my targets, but the way this market is trading, it might not get there. So I'm gonna go 556 on this, and if it stalls out on the way, I'm gonna take profit. Come on down, man. Why you acting? If you're scared, say you're scared. If you're scared, say you're scared. If not, let's go. Let's go where you need to go. This is your home. Okay? The daily pivot here at 554.37 is your home. You need to take your ass home. Okay? So in order to get there, you got to check in at these stops along the way. I get below 556.25 again, I ain't going to take this. Alright, you see the bid is dropping. The bid is dropping. We need to fill. Bingo. $554.37. Alright. Say the moving averages one more time. I've got the 9, the 20, the 50, and the 100 EMA, and the 200 SMA on the 5-minute chart. Now, the daily chart's different. So when you get that down, let me know and I'll tell you what the daily chart is. Alright, let me put my stop in. Alright guys, so I gotta run. As soon as I finish answering this question, I gotta run and get ready for our session. Okay, so the daily, I've got the 5, the 10, the 20, the 50, the 100, and the 200, all SMA on the daily chart. All right, you're welcome. All right, guys, so that wraps up the morning session. I know we still got 100 shares left. I've got the stop in. Probably shouldn't have it sitting at the 9 right now. I probably need to change that. Go 558.50. I'm glad I saw that. You don't want to have your stop sitting at a support or resistance level. You want to give it a little bit more room if you can. Now, if it's break even, you don't have a choice. But that's where I'm going to put my stop. But that wraps up the morning. I'm going to get ready for our session here in about 10 minutes or so. But I get the feeling from looking at what you guys shared. You guys had a really good morning. You were patient. You let the market, the price action tell you what to do. Didn't matter what strategy you were trading or what stock you were trading. You were patient and you followed your rules of engagement. And that's what that's what professional traders do. You know, their head isn't clogged with all this other crap that people try to teach you. It's really simple. It's just developing the right mindset, learning how to read price action and understanding the chart. And you don't need anything else. You don't need anybody else. Once you get that, you know, you may need a tune-up every now and then, you know, if the market gets crazy, but for the most part, you're good to go. And that's my goal, to get you guys at that point where no matter where you go, you know, I get a message every now and then from somebody that's like, man, this is beautiful. I'm at a conference or I'm on vacation with the family. I could come in while they're sleeping in the morning, sleeping in, and I can make money. I don't have to log in to anything, you know, and just knowing you're there in case I need, you know, tune up or, you know, some advice if I get stuck. Just knowing I have that option, it just helps with their confidence. So that's the goal. So you guys that are part of or that earned your way into the High Achiever Society, that's what you're doing. And I'm impressed. So I'll be back, guys.